Hey everybody, John Villarreal here. Another product review here, and this is the Vizio soundbar. This is the 512 soundbar system. This is the Vizio model SB36512F6. This is a great soundbar. It's really cool. You have an Ethernet connection over here, and you also have two HDMI connections right here, one of which is your ARC setup. I'll talk about that in a second. Basically, you connect that to the TV, then everything you connect to the TV will route through here. It's really cool technology. And on this side, you've got your power input. You also have your optical and your auxiliary setups as well right over there. Now, this is a really, really cool system. It has speakers that are pointed out front. It also has speakers that are pointed up top. This is the Dolby Atmos system. It also has DTS HD and DTS Virtual X. This is an awesome soundbar. It's really great because I had a 7.1 setup and it just was a lot more wires, a lot harder to move. This is very light. It's 36 inches. I don't know exactly how much it weighs. It has a power button on top. I don't know if you can see this, and a volume button here, and Bluetooth setup. It's really subtle. I'm gonna try to get very close. I think that shows up right there. So that's really, really cool. Honestly, I like this a lot better than my 7.1 system. My 7.1 system was very good, but this has certain advantages over it, and it's way easier, way less wires. I don't have wires crossing the room. I don't have to worry about a bunch of speakers that are out. It just makes life a lot easier. This also gets very, very strong, and the Dolby Atmos is amazing. It hits on the ceiling, it comes down, it feels that surround system. You've got the subwoofer, you've got the two satellites. It's really phenomenal. There's a couple things that I wish they would have, I don't know that are criticisms, but I wish they were a little bit better, or at least to be aware of in some ways, and I'll explain. One is that because of the ARC setup or how this sets up, or I don't know what, sometimes it will sort of connect and disconnect. It won't always sync up perfectly. It's not always perfectly synced up, and I'll have to kind of play with the menu to make sure it's synced up, meaning that the soundbar is activated as opposed to the TV speakers. And that just, who knows, that may be the ARC technology, I have no idea. But that's just, you know, it's pretty minor. I mean, this thing is so amazing. I really love this system. That's a minor thing. The second part is, and some people may think this is a positive, the second part is this will start pretty mild and then it'll ramp up very loud quickly. Now, obviously it depends upon the application, you know, because there's different sound settings for, you know, if you're watching, like, let's say you're watching a YouTube video and the video's at a certain level, then the ad comes on, the ad's at a higher level or a lower level. And some people may think this is a positive, but this thing can get pretty loud pretty quick. I'll have a demonstration later while I'm showing. I'll start out at a certain, you know, a lower sound level, then medium sound level, then a higher sound level, so you can see how that works. But some people may feel like it's a positive. It's definitely very powerful. That's why for my gaming, I've got gaming headphones, so at night I can just use the headphones and I don't have to worry about using this. But this is a great, I love this soundbar. It's awesome. It's easy to deal with. It's easy to connect. It's easy to move. And it sounds great. So we're gonna show you that right now. Here's a subwoofer. It's really nice. And this is one of the satellites. So you have another one on the other side. And you can see the cording right here. And you've got plenty of cord length, if you will. And in the back here, this is the setup. You've got power and you've got your that would actually be on your left if you're sitting facing the TV. Right now it's on the right, but that would be on your left if you're sitting facing the TV. And this is the one on your right if you're sitting facing the TV. And that's it. It's very simple. Now, of course, you can bring this out. You can put this up top. I mean, you can set it up different ways. We just have it here just out of convenience, but it works totally fine. It's all encapsulated on this side, so you don't have cords that run across the room to the TV, so that's great. So you can have this all here, you know, clean and tight by the couch, and then you have all the great surround sound, and then you have the sound bar, and that's it. So let's show you the sound bar and hear that sound right now. Okay, let's talk about the sound here. Now, importantly, I was able, because of the ARC setup, meaning that I have one cable from the TV to the sound bar here. It's just one HDMI cable on the ARC setup. I don't need to do anything else. So now I just take this, my Xbox, and I've got a review on the Xbox and a link in the video description below. I route it to the HDMI here, and now the soundbar picks it up. Now, as I said before, sometimes you have to make sure that your sound bar is synced up. What do I mean by that? I hit my menu here, I go to my audio, and I have this on auto. If you go on, it's going to want to default to the speakers from the TV. When I go back to audio, sometimes I got to play around with it a little bit. PCM is going to be the best setup typically. It's the lossless setup. But I go back, I just sort of check this sometimes to do it. Now, I've got this on a 5. That's what I'm saying. This thing gets very powerful. I'm going to put it on, we'll go 6 for now. See, it takes a second to think about it. Now I'll show you what this sounds like. And different games are set up different way. It's not blowing you out at 6, but this can get increasingly strong. It doesn't take long. Let's go to 11. So this is going to get real powerful.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Okay, I put it on 12. You'll hear how loud this gets. And I'm not... See the volume of that sound. It can get a lot louder than that. And remember, every game, movie, ad, it's set up differently. So, yeah, sorry to get up there. Here's some of that sound quality. I don't like my stuff like this loud. See how it's just picking up everything. Now, again, you have all kinds of room to go if you want to crank this thing up. I wouldn't recommend doing it. Remember, you've got the satellite speakers back there, and you also have the subwoofer. So it's a great setup. It's a lot of power in a tight setup. It has that Atmos, so it'll shoot it up there. It has speakers that are pointed up. It has speakers that are pointed out. So really, for a very clean, easy, tight setup, again, one cable, it's really great. So to wrap up on the Vizio soundbar is tremendous. It's really great, it's powerful. I love that there will be Atmos effect. It's extraordinary if you've never, experienced that. But moving from a 7.1 system to this system, this, in my opinion, altogether is better. I don't have all these wires I have to deal with. It's super simple. It's just, I put a couple things by the couch. That's done, seamless Bluetooth. I've got my soundbar, it's powerful, it's good to go. So the only thing is, like I said, there are a couple things that just need to make sure that it's synced up right, and then just checking the volume levels because it can scale relatively quickly. It depends on, obviously, the sound source, and because things are set differently in my opinion. But I love this. This is a really great setup. On a 1 to 10, I'm gonna give this a 9. I think it's very solid. I'm really happy with it. I'll have more information in the video description on YouTube, so check that out. Also, a lot of the viewers on our channel do not subscribe. Please subscribe and please turn on the notifications. That's super important. We appreciate you out there so much, and definitely check out all of my other product review videos. We've got so much great content already and new things in store for you that we're playing right now. So we appreciate you being a viewer out there and hope that you'll become a subscriber. Thanks so much for watching. I'm John D. Villarreal. I'll see you next time.